What's up, guys? I have a video for you guys over the #1 selling fragrance of all time, Giorgio Armani's Acqua Di Gio. Stay tuned. All right, Acqua Di Gio. So everybody knows about this fragrance. It came out in 1996. And the perfumer on this is none other than Alberto Marias. And a lot of you newcomers know about him probably through Jeremy Fragrance and his fragrances. But this guy is a legend in the fragrance game, master perfumer. I had to look at most of my fragrances. I have like a lot of fragrances that this guy has made, like all the way back, all the way back. So I would probably go so far as to say that he's my favorite perfumer. Now, this fragrance has been around, what is this now? 24 years now, maybe? And it's a very familiar DNA. I mean, if you smell it, even if you don't know what the name of it is, you smelled it before, I am sure. Or you've probably smelled one of the many variants of it as far as clones go, some of the guys next to it. But I have this humongous 10-ounce bottle that my wife got me. I used to have it. She got it for me many years ago, actually in the late 90s. And I went through that bottle like fast. I mean, like, because I just wore it to death. And that was, of course, before many reformulations. So if you smelled it back then you know it's really been reformulated. But honestly, it's still a great scent. It's a little weaker than it used to be, but in my opinion, I don't care what anyone says, it's still a great scent. Now, you can go out and get a similar vibe to this fragrance if you want to. The ones that I have next to it are the choices that I would make if you're not trying to spend that ridiculous amount of money. Because to be honest with you, Acqua Di Gio does not last as long as it used to. So you're kind of paying for a pretty penny for something that really honestly doesn't last as well as it used to. Now, it does smell great, does have a good scent, but again, you would only be able to know that if you had it before. If you're buying it new, just buy Acqua Di Gio. I mean, it has the scent of it is definitely still quality. So quality is what matters to you. Buy Acqua Di Gio. Some of these other ones that I have next to it are somewhat synthetic, and I get tired of reviewers throwing that word around. But yes, they're a little bit on the synthetic side. However, they do smell great. They do last long. Everyone knows about the Ellis 360 Red. Again, even if you own this, the 360 Red, if you don't have this, then I don't know what you're doing. I travel with this one. If I'm going somewhere, I'll just throw that in the weekend bag or whatever and take it with me. Now, as far as scents go, this one is more of an oriental spicy. It has like a few similar notes to Acqua Di Gio, but it's not exact. None of these are exact clones of Acqua Di Gio. The one next to it is Paris Hilton Just Me, and that one is really good. Like it has a very nice scent. It lasts definitely longer than the 360 Red. 360 Red only has a good 2 hours of projection. You probably have to reapply. The Paris Hilton Just Me, is very affordable. Both of these are very affordable. You can get both of these less than $20. And this is a 50 mil right here, but this is 100. And this Paris Hilton is great. I didn't want to buy it because I had this. That was like my first foray into the Paris Hilton fragrances, and she actually has a couple of nice ones. And this is probably my top one in her men's collection. It smells really great. Very similar to Acqua Di Gio. As a matter of fact, 360 Red, interesting note, 360 Red and Paris Hilton for me are done by the same perfumer. Okay, so he did 360 Red in 2003, and he did Paris Hilton Just Me in 2005. So maybe he improved on this in 2005. Who knows? But it's the exact same perfumer, and that guy's name is Jean-Louis Grabi. Jean-Louis Grabi. So he did both of these fragrances. So that's why they smell so similar. So this one is a little bit more spicy with the cinnamon and a few oriental notes. This one just is a straight on, clone of Acqua Di Gio. However, of course, they don't smell exactly alike, but this is a very, very good one. If I had to pick one that I would say, if you want a clone of Acqua Di Gio, it would be Paris Hilton Just Me. Now, the Blue Touch on the left here, out of all of these though, this actually is my favorite because it's an aquatic, but it's not necessarily, I gave it more time, and it's not necessarily a true clone of Acqua Di Gio. It does its own thing. It has, like pink pepper in it and some other notes. It's not sage. I mean, it has that sage in there. And man, this smells great. I love this one better than all three of those, including the Acqua Di Gio. I would pick this, if I was going to pick one to wear when I woke up, it would be this one. Franck Olivier, this is a tester, but it actually had a top to it. But Franck Olivier Blue Touch, if you can find this, get it. Another one I think sub $20. And it's usually sold out for a reason, because this is a very, very good fragrance. This whole line of the bottles like this, I have several other ones that I'm going to review, but I have like 4 other bottles that are shaped exactly like this. Franck Olivier, man, you guys need to explore this house, Franck Olivier. But Blue Touch, get that one. I don't care about any of these other ones. Get this one if you can. But this review is over Acqua Di Gio. Now, Acqua Di Gio is definitely a classic scent. And when I say classic, I don't mean like old manish or anything, but it's been around, again, for 24 years. It's the true king. I don't care about what they say about Aventus. I have a couple of bottles of Aventus, and this is the true king. When you go into numbers of sales, I don't care about it being something being niche and all of that. This one sells, and it still sells to this day, and that's a true testament to this fragrance and what it is. So think about that. 24 years, it's #1 fragrance, still going. Nobody has dethroned this fragrance just yet. So I think if you're a collector and you're someone that's into fragrances, this fragrance is going to come up a lot. You need to buy it. You need to buy it to have it. You need to buy it to wear it. Because again, just because I said this is my favorite doesn't mean you shouldn't get this. This is a fragrance that you should have in your collection, I believe. I think. I wouldn't have this 10-ounce bottle if I didn't want it or I didn't like it. I like all 4 of these fragrances. The Blue Touch just happens to be my favorite. So that's all I'm saying. But however, Acqua Di Gio is a fragrance that you should have in your staple. It is, for men, it is definitely one that you should have. I'm just going to state that just like that. Now, again, it's not a cheapie like these other ones. It's Giorgio Armani's. You're going to pay for the name. This is an Italian fragrance. It's really, really good. It's just lacking a little bit on the performance. That's really the only bad thing that I can say about this current formulation, is the performance is not as good as I would like it to be. But as far as the quality of the fragrance, it's top notch. You can't go wrong with it if and especially for an office fragrance. I mean, because this is beastly actually. I mean, this is gonna offend some people because if you spray too much, it's gonna be kind of loud. But that's what I like about that one, is I'm getting my money's worth for that one. And any of the other two, they'll probably work in the office as well. Just go easy on the sprays. But it's a very inoffensive. Acqua Di Gio is a very inoffensive fragrance. The Perfumos and Profundos and all of that, those are good too. But I think if you have those, you should have this as well to complete the line. So check this out. Acqua Di Gio, Giorgio Armani, Signature Scent Reviews, signing off. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the new subscribers.